Well, hello. I'm back again in Tollesbury, and I'm going to finish off the last of the walk around here. And I think I mentioned in the last few videos that the last time I tried to do this walk, I got into some difficulty. The weather really closed in on me. Heavy rain, very strong winds, a lot of flooding around the area, and I did the first half of this like 18-mile walk. It's about 17.5 actually. That was about 7 to 8 miles, and I wild camped just outside of the village of Tollesbury. I'd say it was probably about an hour's walk from where I was camped back to the village itself, which is where I am now. And yeah, I hardly got any sleep. It was absolutely lashing it down. The bivvy, actually, the Ridge Raider bivvy, didn't actually hold up to the rain and the wind. It was that ferocious, and in the end, like, my down bag got soaked, and I was just basically huddled up in this soaking wet gear. I was soaked to the bone, and I honestly thought I was going to get hypothermia, and I just thought, do you know what, sod this, it's not worth it. And I got up at 6 AM, and it was still dark, it was still raining heavily, and just packed up as quickly as I could all the gear, and it was just soaking in the pouring rain, and I was just soaked through, and then just hiked back in the dark. Found my way back along the seawall, along the coast, for about an hour, back to the village. I mean, it wasn't too difficult navigating, so yeah, it was not good. So yeah, today it's really foggy, really misty. It's about 10:30 in the morning, so I've got to jump on the daylight today, so head start, which is good. Yeah, it's foggy, but it's not cold, it's not raining, so I'm going to start from the point where I finished, which was sort of at the marina. I got to the marina from where I wild camped, and then back to the village where I am now. I'm just in the car at the moment, of course. So I'm going to start from the marina. I'm going to film a bit on this camera on the phone and a bit on my old camera, because this one takes ages to upload on YouTube. So, but I like the selfie mode, I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, we're going to see how it goes. So I've got about, I'd say probably about another 10 miles left, so probably 10 miles today. This bit's going to be really isolated. There's not going to be a lot there. I'm not wild camping, I'm just day walking it, but I've bought stuff for an overnighter. You know, if I had to, it's always good. It doesn't weigh a lot. I've just got like my outfit, hunk, a bivvy bag, down sleeping bag, you know, a polycryo ground tarp, that sort of stuff. I've got my little solid fuel hexi stove, so I'm going to cook some food on that, because I'm going to want some hot food, hot drinks, things like that. I've got a lot of high protein food as well, which is good. You know, I've got a litre of plain water, I'm in a litre of flavoured water, so I should be alright. I'm going to see how this goes. I'm looking forward to it. This is the last walk of 2016 for me. It's been a very, very good year for me with walking and camping, and of course, like, this was the year I started this YouTube thing, and it's been absolutely brilliant. So just say thank you to everyone that's been subscribing, that's been watching the videos. Really appreciate it, thank you very much. And hopefully more to come in the new year, bring on 2017. So yeah, this will be that, and of course this is the last walk I'm doing in Essex out of the books that I've got anyway. So anyways, right, I'm going to get going, get my gear sorted, and I will see you in a little bit. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've just left the road at Tollesbury Sailing Club. This is the marina, and I'm now following this path for not 5 miles but 8 miles. So this is a pretty easy navigable route. Keep the sea on your right, you can't go wrong with that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I've got some music going, should be good. I'm going to try and sort of film as much as I can on this phone, but I don't know, it's kind of weird trying to point and film stuff with this. So anyways, I will get back to you in a bit. Okay, I am just approaching Old Hall Farm, and this all around us is Old Hall Marshes. Now, this house is of particular, or farm should I say, is particular of significance because it is the only point of civilization on this walk, probably for the next 8 miles. I think the next place like where humans inhabit the land is Salcott-cum-Villey. Oh, I've just seen a car. Literally, I have not seen a single person on this walk from the point where I left Tollesbury Sailing Club. That's how desolate and empty this place is. It's lovely. The mist, as you can see, is still all around us. It's kind of claustrophobic because it feels like it's sort of enclosing you in, and of course there's no one around and stuff, and it's got quite an eerie feel to it. So there's a lot of like farm fields over here. So yeah, this is a lot of like sort of straggled marshes and stuff like that. So really, it's gonna be hard for like even the most persistent of like channels from the sea to actually make its way here. So you know, not quite coastal yet. Might become a bit more sea-like in a bit, who knows. So anyway, so yeah, that's Old Hall Farm. Only house on the walk. So yeah, good times. Anyway, it's going well, weather's holding out. I'm rather warm. So anyway, I'm going to carry on walking and I'll get back to you in a bit. Stay tuned, as always. So this is Old Hall Creek, opposite Old Hall Farm. Path goes that way. What have we here? Could it be Sasquatch? Could it be bear? Mountain goat? Mountain lion? Oh no, it's dog shit. I've just entered Old Hall Marshes, and it's a nature reserve. Old Hall Marshes have been in RSPB ownership since 1984. There are 7 principal habitats, helping us secure a wide diversity of bird and indeed plant and invertebrate life. Grassland, both improved and unimproved, reed bed, coastal lagoon, saltings, mudflat and open water. It's hard to overstate the role of the marshes for bird life. In winter, internationally important populations of dark-bellied Brent geese and ringed plover rest here. It's important too for many wildfowl and waders, such as goldeneye and curlew, and the marsh and hen harriers are safe from persecution here. The marshes stood in for North Kent in the 2012 BBC adaptation of Great Expectations. There you go. So I've been walking through Old Hall Marshes, and the salt marsh, or the marshes, seem to look like they're breaking up more now, and it's becoming more open water, which is good. So we could be coming up to some more coastal views, shall we say. I stopped for a quick 15-minute break back there. Just had like protein bar, snack bar, that sort of thing. Got some water on board as well. I'm not using my Osprey hydration bladder today. Just using some small bottles of water. So of course they're on the wand pockets on the rucksack, so you forget they're there and you can't quite reach round to pick one up out of the side of the pack, so you end up not drinking enough, which is not good. So always got to make sure you drink enough. Anyway, this is much better. Anyways, right, hopefully some more like this and better. More to come. Still in Old Hall Marshes, and I've just come to these two benches here, and this is starting to become a bit of a regular thing with me, I think, on some of my videos. These are benches that are like memorials to people that have passed on, and these two benches side by side together, there's nothing else around them, just the marshes and the, you know, the sea, the coast. And first one, it says Victor Kensett Styles, 2nd of the 5th 1918 to the 26th of the 5th 2001. He loved this place and had many memorable walks here with Gillian, obviously his wife, I'm guessing. And then next to it, Gillian. I think that's probably one of the sweetest things you'll see, sort of those memorial benches and stuff. I think that's really nice, and I just had to get it on video. So you know, you can comment, criticise all you want, but I think that's quite touching, really. The only choice is, which one do I sit on? Anyways, get back to you in a bit. Somewhere out there, through all the fog and the mist, is the sea, and you can just start to see about here there's sort of a tide to it. It's actually flowing, so yeah, visibility is pretty bad. I can sort of make out, I think I can make out some boats in the distance here through the fog. It reminds me of those like weird bits in like those haunted pirate films, or like Pirates of the Caribbean, when like they all come out of the mist and out the fog across the water towards you. I can just about make out some small boats just moored just in the middle of the channel there. See, but yeah, it's definitely opening up now. Apparently you're meant to be able to see like Bradwell Nuclear Power Station, St Peter on the Walls Chapel over at Bradwell on Sea, over in the distance. You could see it last time in part 1. If you watch part 1 of the Tollesbury Marshes walk, you'll see, but you can't see anything today through this. This is thick fog. Earlier I passed the first person so far on the walk, and he looked like he'd been coming from the bird hide, which I think's up here. Hopefully not too far, because I might stop and cook some lunch there on my Hexie stove. And he had some binoculars, so I'm guessing he was a twitcher or a bird watcher. So yeah, it's a nice place to do it. Anyway, right, I'll carry on going and see if I can find this bird hide, and then might film a bit then, and let's say do some lunch. Got a cracking lunch. Okay, speak to you in a bit. Okay, I'm coming up to Pennyhole Fleet. So I've sort of been through Old Hall Marshes, and in the guidebook it says, like, that's the main route going along there, the walk, and then over to my left here there's this little gate here, and it says to viewpoints. Now if you go up there into the heart of the marshes, you'll come to 2 bird hides. So that's where I'm going to go next. Is a short detour. This is the map. It's much clearer on this phone than it was on my old camera. So I am here, so I've got to just go in there with that orange line. It's the Pennyhole Fleet. So I've done all the way around here, around this bit, and then I started there and I walked in that bit. So I've done that so far. So I've got all of this to do up to Salcott Cumberley and then back. So I'm probably about maybe halfway, if that, of this bit. That's the bit I did last time. That's part 1, and I wild camped about around, I think it was around this bit here, Tollesbury Wick Marshes. So it was really exposed to the thing, and I had to walk back through there, and then that there was about an hour. So anyway, right, so yeah, I'm going to head off that way. I'm going to try and find these hides, maybe stop and have something to eat there, and then I'm going to resume the walk and carry on. But I'm going to try not to spend too long there, because of course it's about 1:30 now and it gets dark at about 4, 4:30, so I haven't got too long. So anyway, right, see you in a bit. Just stopped for lunch and my food ready there. I'm going to cook in a minute, and this is one of the 2 hides at Pennyhole Fleet. I'm just looking over the top of it now. You can see sort of around all the marshland, so letting it focus. I'm in the heart of the marshland now, and if you want to look, you just undo these and then you can look through like that. Tell you what, you notice the difference in the wind coming through there. Anyways, right, get the stove going, have lunch. I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, I'm on the path still. That's the Salcott channel to the right of me, and I'm approaching, hopefully, Salcott Creek, and that's where the village, or the hamlet rather, of Salcott Cumberley is. So I'm going to get to there, and then it's left there down a narrow straight road, a quiet road it says, back to Tollesbury village. As you can see, the mist has really come down thick now. You literally cannot see probably more than, I don't know, 20-25 metres in front. I mean, there's no views. So anyway, I'll get back to you in a bit at Salcott Cumberley. Okay, I'm completely lost in this fog now, and it is getting darker, so I'm going to abandon the attempt to get to Salcott Cumberley. I'm going to come off of the sea wall where I am here now, and I'm going to have to retrace my steps back that way, where I saw like a turn off down some steps down the sea wall that looked like it led out to a farm, which I think's Old Hall Farm, where I was earlier today. And I'm going to find the road that leads back to Tollesbury, which is the road that I should be on. So I'm going to abandon this because I cannot see anything in the distance and it's all looking the same, and I'm just thinking I'm going to be stuck on the sea wall for ages, and I don't even know if I'm going to get to Salcott Cumberley. I'm not fussed. To be honest, I think what I'm going to do is I'll come back next year in the summer when I've got more daylight hours, the weather's better, and I'll do the walk then. And it feels like it's starting to mist, like rain as well. So yeah, I'm going to retrace my steps, do the smart thing. So I will speak to you in a bit once I've retraced my steps and I'm back and hopefully found the road. Okay, you can't really see me in this light, but I got horrendously lost, but I've made it back to Old Hall Marshes. The little cottages there, the only houses in the area. So I'm now walking along the road walking it back, and I can hear cars, which is good. So should be back in Tollesbury very soon. Okay, I've finally made it back to Tollesbury after seeing what seemed like an eternity. All the Christmas lights are here, very nice. I'm absolutely shattered. I've got back to the car. Once again, I really thought it was curtains again now. I thought I was going to be lost. I was so lost. And the fog was so bad that I just couldn't see a hand in front of my face. So I'm tempted to go in the pub, although I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly change my shoes and probably just sit in the car, have a drink, and then I'm going to head home. I'll speak to you in a second. That's the end of the walk. Finally made it back. I'm back to the car. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Sorry it's a bit of an anticlimax. I will do this one again in the summer next year. All that's left for me to say is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, thank you for subscribing, thank you for watching and all your support, and hopefully you'll join me in the new year.